How's it going, guys, and welcome back for our first video of the new collection. You guys have been commenting reverse hybrid, and that is pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it 2 high as well as order of entities. Before the video begins, let's see if we can reach 6,000 subs on this channel, guy. I am so grateful for your support. Let's see if we can reach 6,000 subs. That will mean the world to me. Now let's go into the video. This video here is going to be a little bit different. I want to try something different, so let me know what you guys think. I am going to teach you guys how to use this cannon in 3 simple steps. Step 1, we need to get a backboard up, and the ways we can do that is we can take off this right here. This right here is what stacks the sand. This right here is what makes the sand and everything go up to the reverse layer. Those things are right there. This right here is the scatter. We don't really need to disable it since it's already disabled over here, but let's go ahead and do it anyways for the video. We need to take this one off right here. It's already off. There was a block there, just take it away. The next one over here, we need to get rid of as much power as pretty much possible because it's only 8 chunks away. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how much power we're gonna need for it, but pretty much just walk down the base, try it out, so you'll see how much power you need to take off. I know this right here will make me go right under the base, so what we need to do is that we also need to take all this sand off right here, but because this is order of entities, we can just use this one piston versus the red sand to just stack right under the base. Now if you did this 20 chunks away, you'll probably need a lot more power, but it's still possible. We now have one single sand under the cannon right there, and we're gonna use this one to reverse up all the way, so this brings us to the next step. Step 2, reverse hybrid from the Y2 to Y60. Now we need to enable everything we did before, so we need to enable everything that is at the red, or sorry, the green wall right here, including we need to enable our sand compression right here as well. Now that you're done with that, all you need to do is just add your power back on both sides so we can get this perfect. Add it right there. And then of course just go ahead and take this on again, and then we're pretty much ready to fire. Let me go ahead and press the button and go to the walls. At the walls we should see our first shot coming in right here, and that will bring water down as well as having a sand stack right here. Now I'm going to use a command to continue firing so you can see it for a little bit. As you can see, if you have a small problem right here, we are pretty much backstacking so much that it's just gonna move the whole 2 reverse that we've already been through, and this brings me to the next step. Step 3, one stacking the backboard. To one stack the backboard, all we gotta do is to take away the cannon's ability to shoot it up. That is this TNT right here. This right here pretty much makes sure it gets shot up to the reverse layer. If we remove the ability to do that, we should be able to just simply one stack it. You might need to do this a few times, but for now, let's go ahead and keep it like this, because I'm afraid that if we hybrid right here, we're gonna get rid of everything. So let's go ahead and add the things back and keep going. As I said earlier, this cannon here goes up to a total of Y60. This right here is 58. So as you can see, this right here will be the breach, and you can go through a lot of reverse layers this way right here, and this right here is pretty much the breach. So this cannon here goes through 60 reverse layers. This is also the final step to how to use this cannon. Now we go into the final thing about this video right here, and that is how it works. A little bit of explanation, so make sure to stick around. So now that we've been through the 3 simple steps, it's time to explain a little bit more about the cannon in a little slower way. So let's go straight into it. This right here was the cannon that we just used, that you saw. This right here is just my alt, just making sure that the sandcomp didn't fuck up while we did that. Now the easiest way to try to explain this is that I'm gonna go right from the beginning of exactly what's happening, and then we can take it from there. As you see, it's too high right here, so I thought I would start off by explaining how that works. Let's imagine that you're stacking from this one right here. Of course, it would have been just one block, but in this case right here, we're gonna make it a little bit easier, just make it a little bit higher. The first thing you're gonna notice is that the slab right here is going to hold the reverse, or pretty much what shoots everything up, down. So that's going out right here, which is going to limit the hammer, or the reverse in this case, to go up, which makes it go around right here, maybe a little slap over or something like that. The next we have is our sand, including our hammer as well, since it goes into one. that is going to slide off all the way to the top here, so the second block. Everything is going to land right here, where this one is. Now what's going to happen now is that the reverse here is going to explode and it's going to shoot everything up to our reverse layer. So let's go ahead and make one. Let's imagine that this right here is our reverse layer. What the reverse hammer or TNT is going to do is that it's going to shoot whatever is inside this block, which includes the hammer, the scatter, the red sand, and of course all the sand itself. So what it's going to do is that it's going to shoot it up, all the way up right here, and it's going to land right here. What it's then going to do is that the hammer is going, because of order of entities, it's going to stack up all the sand. So it's going to look something like this now. This right here represents the red sand, but of course we can just use it right here because we use order of entities. So all this sand right here is going to stack before this one, because this one is on 2 ticks. So it's going to look just normal, like normal sand, but in this case right here, let's go ahead and use it this way. Inside this one we will have our scatter, and of course that one is going to explode, making us a beautiful hole inside somebody's reverse layer, and that is pretty much how the shot is going to look like. Now, going into the next thing, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the different things right here. As I told you before, this right here is pretty much what makes the hammer stack. Meaning if it only stacks a few sand, then you might be able to add a little bit right here to make it stack fully up. Over here we have our scatter. It is enough to break obsidian, so don't worry about that. You have plenty of TNT to break obsidian. Over here we have the reverse, as I talked about, as I just explained. That's what's pretty much going to make sure it's right under the reverse layer. This right here is also very important that you know to disable this if you want to one stack. Next up we have the sand comp itself. This might be a little bit different that you've seen on other reverse hybrids, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain it the best I can. First, I want to show you guys a little video of the slow motion of the sand. So, as you saw in the video, it starts off by getting sand into these two right here, because it's a dual sand comp. This TNT is going to push all the sand over here. Then we have a booster here that's going to push everything over to one block, which is right here. When that is pushed over to this block right here, it's going to fall, and as soon as it hits under the pistons are going to extend like that, and then we're going to have our second TNT right here shooting it into our barrel. Up here we have our order of entity sand right here. You could potentially do this without having to do these pistons right here, but this way here is a little bit easier, because you can, whenever you press the button, all it's going to do is, actually let me show you, all it's going to do right now is that all of the sand is going to move at the exact same time. This is going to make it a lot easier for everyone. So, that was a little bit about the cannon. Hopefully you guys understood it a little bit. This right here is the one from Y2 to Y60. Of course, there's going to be multiple releases of this one here, all the way up, hopefully to 255. But this right here can pretty much go through any bases. Of course, some bases might have it above Y60, and then you're just gonna wait for my next release. But this is pretty much it. Again, I will not have the wall right here on the schematic, so make sure that you understood everything when I explained it. Also, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and hopefully you guys are having a great Christmas, and hopefully you guys are having a great New Year when it's time for that. If you guys have any questions about this one here, if you guys have any suggestions or something like that, make sure to write a comment down below. I know this right here is a new collection and stuff like that, so it might be a little bit difficult to understand at the moment. But I'm gonna try to explain it further and further in each video, and then hopefully at the end everybody will have a good understanding on how this cannon here works, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to make a video so you guys can make one of your own of these cannons here, which is essentially the goal in this right here. Not really releasing, but also making you guys able to craft your own machines, your own cannons, and just have a blast at that. But again guys, I want to thank you guys for so much watching this video here, and I'm almost at 6,000 subs, and I want to thank you guys for the support and all the comments and stuff like that. But go ahead and make sure you share my channel with your friends, and let's see if we can reach 6,000 subs. That will mean so much for me right now. And this is pretty much the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and if you do, remember to like this video here if you enjoyed it, of course. And as always guys, remember you can always comment if you have any questions or any suggestions or anything like that. But as always guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.